Welcome back to Young Lupus. As you know, Leah Elizabeth. So here is another video. So this time today, we're going to talk about exactly what is lupus. A lot of you guys are asking, hey, this is Young Lupus, but what exactly is lupus? So lupus basically is an autoimmune disease that can affect any organ in your body. Any organ. It's very hard to diagnose. So it may take it's going to take some time for you to actually get diagnosed with having lupus. When I was in middle school, I started having all the signs and symptoms of having lupus: extreme fatigue, body hurting, the butterfly rash that we get on our faces. And I underwent a lot of testing, a lot of blood work, like a lot. I went to go see a series of doctors before I was actually diagnosed with having lupus. I couldn't really do much because I was always tired or I was always in pain, and I never knew why. And then I found out that lupus affected one of the most important body organs in our bodies, which is my heart. So not only do I have lupus, but lupus affects my heart. So with that, I couldn't like participate in gym class really. So when we would have to do the mile, and I know everyone like remembers having to do the mile run in gym class, I couldn't really completely do the mile because it would be like my heart would beat so fast that I thought that it was like going to explode or something. So yeah, it was crazy. So then like after I got diagnosed with lupus, was put on some medication, whatever, was sent to go see a rheumatologist, and then yeah, just started my lupus journey. Never told anyone because I didn't want anyone to look at me and see me as being a different person. I didn't want them to feel sorry for me. And I still don't. But I don't take it as that now. I take it as people are being concerned about me. And I genuinely appreciate the concerness. So, yeah, so as I got older, things started to get a little worse. When, let's see, it started. So, I had my first miniature stroke when back in 2012. I was at work. I worked at a daycare, and I was at work, and I was drinking a rock star, and this is a little bit my fault because yeah, we all know that energy drinks are not really good for us. But at the time, I was in school and I was working, and so I, was tired. So I was drinking rock stars probably like every day, maybe like two rock stars a day or so. And this particular day, I was at work and I was sitting down and I went to go get up. And when I went to go get up, I just felt like real lightheaded, like real awkward. So I was like, okay, let me sit back down, try this again. And same thing, got back up, whatever. And then it was like after that, everything just started happening like real fast. I couldn't breathe. Like my heart was racing real bad. Like I just felt like my whole left side like went numb. So I like called my mom. She told me to go to the emergency room. So when I got there, they had told me that I just made it in time, that I was actually having a stroke. I had a miniature stroke. And to lay off the rock stars, is what they told me. So that kind of like freaked me out a little bit because I'm like, wait, what? Like, I'm not even, I think at the time I was, I want to say like 21, 22. And at the time, I like was just like, we don't get strokes this young. Like that's crazy. So kind of changed up like my diet and tried to get rest and do what I needed to do for me and not necessarily overwork myself because I'm one of those people who are like hard worker. Like if I gotta work, oh I gotta work. Like I can get sleep later, whatever. I'll just take an energy drink and keep it moving. But that's not how that works. So yeah, lupus definitely it's manageable. It is it can be hard on you, and definitely hard on our friends and family because they don't really know what it is that you're going through physically and emotionally and mentally, because it definitely does wear on you. So there would be times that I would like wake up in the middle of the night crying because my body would hurt so bad, and that was like my parents, they just felt like helpless. And I know my mom felt that way because she's like, like, this is my child and she's hurting and then I can't help her, like I don't know what to do. So it's definitely a disease that unfortunately there's no cure for it. And unfortunately a lot of people die from lupus, having lupus, because it gets to a point where it messes up our organs, and then we go into organ failure, and we're on this donor list, and then unfortunately we don't get a donor in time, and then some of us pass away. But thankfully, I am glad to still be here. I've heard stories about fellow Lupis who have passed away, and yeah. But I mean, like I said, you're definitely not alone. I'm here. We're gonna take this journey, this walk together. I encourage you, if you do have a family history of lupus, or just any kind of cancer things that run in your family, I encourage you to go get tested. Um, uh, yeah, so like some of our symptoms are being really fatigued, body aches, and just like having the butterfly rash. Like a lot of people have the butterfly rash, and but then a lot of people don't have the butterfly rash. So it's just best to kind of look up the symptoms, so that way you know exactly what to look for, just in case you're wondering, hey, what exactly am I looking for when you speak about having lupus? So I'm going to tell you that some of the symptoms that we have is like I said, extreme fatigue that just won't go away. So the joint pain, stiffness, swelling. Some may experience fevers. I didn't really experience fevers like that. I just had like the swelling. Yeah, and that's another thing. The swelling, God, it can be in like your ankles, your legs, your feet, your hands, like any place. Like, yeah, I had swelling like real bad. It was crazy. Hair loss, muscle pain, uh, and just unusual nose and mouth sores. I don't really know about that one because I didn't really like experience that. I just had, my thing was the butterfly rash, the joint pain, and the swelling, and the extreme fatigue. Like, it's extreme fatigue is like something like you cannot play with. Like, you are so freaking tired and you just don't know why. And a lot of people mistake it for just having low iron, but no, it's really a condition. Yeah, it's something that leads to having lupus. So, yeah, definitely, if you are having any of those symptoms, you definitely want to talk to your provider about it, just to be on the safe side. And yeah, like I said, we're gonna take this lupus journey together, this walk, whatever. We're gonna be a family, and we're just going to be great. I'm gonna love on you guys. If you guys have any questions, like, at all, please don't hesitate. And please remember to subscribe, and tell all your friends and family about it. And yes, until next time, fellow Loopies, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys later. Have a good night.